can tell by the way that she walks in the room. You hold no regard for your feelings, although my name is trouble.
So I'm a local musician here in Mobile. I have been in bands and playing shows since 2016. So currently I'm just doing a solo act, I suppose, but I do have a few songs on Spotify. I probably picked up ukulele around my sophomore year of high school. I watched a lot of British YouTubers, and the ukulele was a very trendy thing over there, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna buy one. And so I did, and I taught myself how to play, so I'm a self-taught musician.
She wants to go home.
I actually started going to an open mic night at Satori when I was a freshman in college. I went one night and I saw this girl playing, and she had this crazy red hair, and we started a band together. So it was her and then two of our other friends, and the four of us were Delta 10. Once Delta 10 really came together, there wasn't really any stopping it. This was one of our very first shows at Alabama Bar, and that's KJ. She was our first guitarist, and that's Sabrina. She was our bassist. That's me, but behind me is Emily, our drummer. You can't really see her. That's another picture of us. So the band broke up, which is fine. I feel like it's totally normal for band dynamics to change and to morph. Logistically, it just wasn't working out, and that's okay. I didn't really do anything for a long time after that. It was probably 2 years-ish. I wanted to keep that energy going, at least within myself, and especially if you're doing solo things, I feel like it's so much easier to practice on your own time. It's better for scheduling, and also I have the ability to collaborate with a lot more people than just my band. So I have a few songs on Spotify, and you can find them just by going to the search option and typing in my name, and there I am with a couple of songs. And I like recording for me, but also it's a good way for me to practice, because I will listen to myself in the car on the way to shows and make sure I have the set list in my head and stuff. This is a live recording too, so all of the birds and stuff, that was actually happening where I was recording. So a lot of people have asked if it's bird sounds that I had to buy and put on, but these are just birds. Which I think is really cool. I think it kind of creates that same sort of intimate feel in a recording, and that's the same thing that I want to do for my shows, my live performance too. So I love ambient noise. A lot of my songs are kind of sad, and I definitely lean on songwriting as a sort of coping mechanism or a way of processing, and I really like to be as authentic and honest with my audience as I can, but I really accept being sad, and I accept that it's a natural thing that all people go through, and so it's something that everyone can relate to, and that's why it's so easy to write sad songs. I feel really nervous whenever I play a show, I'll be honest, and it never really goes away, but it's also that it's adrenaline, and it's being so vulnerable in such a public way is such a cool thing. I would rather be able to be nervous and be a little anxious for a little while and have someone who listens to my music and they can connect with it, and they, come up and talk to me and say this really hit home, or I think you did a great job with this and you're so right about that, or blah, 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 blah. I'd rather have the uncomfortable moment for just a little while to have that connection with someone in the audience. It's given me goals that I've never thought I would have, or that I would ever be able to reach. I played my first out-of-town show this year. I've played in Pensacola and also in Valdosta, Georgia, and also in Atlanta, Georgia. So I don't know. It's been really cool to kind of break out of the little hometown local scene. I don't really expect to be discovered or to sort of take off, you know, but it is fun to kind of push the limits of what I think I can do and what I think I'm able to achieve. So
I will